Hi, Steve. What did you think about the way you guys closed out that game?
Well, our defense was fantastic, Gareth, and that's what you have to do down the stretch to win a game. We basically played with the lead, that whole second half after our good run in the third quarter, and so we were able to shut it down tonight with a lot of stops and a few baskets, not many, but we got enough.
What did you like from that starting lineup? It's obviously the group that you wanted to start. Looney gets hurt, you don't get to for a while, but I think there was something like plus 20 tonight together.
Well, Loon just ties things together. He's there's certain guys who just sort of fit with any lineup, and I talked about Juan doing that over the last couple of weeks. Loon is another guy. You put him in and he makes the right play over and over again. And so while his contributions may not show up in the box score, he just makes the game easier for everybody else. Also a great defensive player. He's been in big moments in this league, a lot of them, and he's seen everything. And so our defense is really good when he's on the floor.
Steve, how would you describe Steph's performance after missing the other night with the illness?
Steph was tremendous, just amazing. He was moving beautifully. Obviously there were no ill effects from his illness the other night. So moving really well right from the start. And, New York is a great defensive team. They are, I think, top 3 in defensive efficiency, field goal percentage, defense. They're big and physical, and so they make it tough. But, Steph found a way to score. It was not easy, but he found a way and hit some huge shots and created a lot of offense for us.
Steve, Wiseman returned. Can you talk about the rookie and his contribution and a guy who's just working to get better every day?
James was great. It was really fun to watch him play out there. It's so great to have him back. And, he brings a lot of energy to the floor. Obviously, he's immensely talented. And so to have him out there to really impact the game and at the same time learn, he's getting a lot thrown at him. All these defensive coverages. We changed up our defense quite a bit tonight throughout the game. And, everything's moving pretty fast for him, but he is just an incredible athlete and a incredible young, mature guy. And he's going to have such a great career. So fun to see him out there. And we're just trying to bring him along, at the right pace to help him develop, but, to make sure he's learning properly as well. I think it helped for James to be able to see that from the sidelines while he was out. He saw Juan get all those slips and hoops, and so the fact that he's recognizing those plays is huge because he obviously has the size and athleticism and fluidity to make so many plays. But if he figures out the game along with that and sees these openings and attacks at the right time, he's going to be a monster. So that was really fun to see him do that.
Did you wonder how Wiseman would do tonight? It's his first game since February. Playing at the Garden is kind of a big deal. Did you wonder if he would find some comfort in this game?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you never know how a young guy is going to respond. But again, the thing with James, he's so talented that, some things out there come really easily to him. He gets a great pass from Draymond around the hoop in the late in the first quarter, and he just spins around and dunks it. Doesn't matter how nervous you are. If you're that big and athletic and you catch the ball down there, you're going to score. And so I think he was probably nervous, but it didn't show. I thought he was very poised and he played really well.
You guys have obviously had issues closing on this trip. How big was the Oubre sequence late where he slips for the dunk and then strips Randall on the other end?
Yeah, and I think even before that, he got the 2 free throws, if I'm not mistaken, when the Knicks challenged that one call. So Kelly was huge down the stretch, and I think he's just gotten better and better as the season has gone on after the slow start, and he's feeling more and more comfortable. And he's so athletic, and he's capable of guarding a lot of different players out there. And he did make a huge huge steal late on Randall.
Steve, I know you don't want to put too much on one regular season game, but is there a way to articulate how significant it was to win this game and get out of New York with a victory?
Well, yeah, I mean, coming off those two losses that were both so difficult, it would have been really rough, Monty, to let this one slip away. So, especially the way we played in that third quarter. So, it's a really good win. You know, this is kind of what we've been doing all year. We haven't lost 3 in a row all season. So we've stemmed the tide over and over again. You know, we also, as everybody knows, we haven't won 3 in a row either. So I really believe we are close to breaking through. And I've probably said that several times over recent weeks, but given that we're healthy now, we have more options defensively. You know, we would not have won this game without Loon and James. They're just too big and strong. So, you know, we've got more options now, getting healthier. Kelly's playing great, very comfortable. There's no reason why we can't break through and become the team that I believe we can.
Steve, what didn't you like about tonight's game?
What didn't I like?
Yes.
Nothing. Loved it. Gritty effort, and we won the game on the road. So nothing I didn't like.
Steve,
Hey,
you,
Coach
both you and
Kylan.
me. Go ahead, Kylan.
Thanks, Nick. Coach, you mentioned a couple days ago about having to have some tough conversations with players in light of Loon and Wiseman getting back in the mix. Was JTA one of those players, and how did that go?
Yeah, you know, I talk to our players all the time, you know, collectively and individually, and so, you know, Juan and I talked yesterday, and you know, this is the NBA, so you know, you just he's in a position where he's just got to stay ready. He was so good over the last 10 games and helped us win games, and now his job is to stay ready for the next time he gets a chance, and he understands that. It's one of the reasons I love Juan. Great energy, great attitude day after day, whether he's playing or not.
Steve,
Is it
I'm
tough
sure
at all? Sorry,
That's all right.
one follow up, but just is it tough at all to have those conversations with players when they have played so well, they're working so hard, and they've contributed so much to have to, you know, reduce minutes just because that is what's best for the team?
It's definitely hard. You know, I feel for these guys. I've been in their shoes, you know, for most of my career. I was sort of in that position of being in and out of the rotation. And, you know, I like all these guys. I want them all to do well in their careers. So it's never easy to tell somebody they're not going to be playing. But the whole key is what I told Juan and what I tell all our young players. If you can produce when you get your chance, after sitting for a couple of weeks, that's an incredibly valuable skill, and you can play in the league for a long time because every coach values players like that highly. And that's one of the reasons I think Juan will be in this league for a long time. He's going to be ready to go, and it's all part of it.
Steve, I'm sure you saw what Draymond said to us yesterday. You and the players all said it was a non-issue. We'll get past it. What is it about his personality that you think allows him to push past whatever is going on and come back and produce at a high level like he did tonight?
Well, he's just a winner. I mean, he's so competitive, Nick, and he's such a smart basketball player, and he's so versatile in what he does that, you know, when his mind is right, when he's locked in, he's a great basketball player. He still impacts winning as much as almost anybody in the league, you know, save for a select few of superstars. But what he does out there night in and night out, everybody on our team recognizes that. All you have to do is look at his track record. He was a winner in high school, a winner at Michigan State, and a winner in the NBA. So it's just who he is. He's a champion, and he's a competitor, and he's a great basketball player. And sometimes he snaps, and that's just the way it is. And we're very happy to have him, and we're always going to deal with his outbursts because at his core, he loves his teammates. He loves the team. He's got a great heart, and he's always gonna fight.
How was it having fans on MSG, Steve? How do you feel?
It was awesome. You know, before the game, the fans were so excited to be in the building. Before the national anthem, fans were literally on their feet screaming. I think there were only about 2,000 people in there, but it was so great to feel energy, and it reminded me that this is all going to be over at some point. And I can't wait to see packed houses, especially at Chase. And I'm so excited for everybody to come to games and to feel the energy of a Warriors game, you know, when this is over. And I know our fans are desperately looking forward to that. And, you know, I just want to encourage everybody to stay with it, you know, keep wearing masks, go get vaccinated. Let's pull for each other and do this together. And hopefully before too long, we'll be able to have a packed house again. And we all look forward to that.